Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Tonight I'm going to be doing a review. This movie is from Colombia, in Spanish language, English subs, released in the year 2011, directed by Juan Felipe Orozco, and this movie is called Greetings to the Devil. Now this is a thriller kind of film, so if you're interested in thrillers, then hopefully this review will interest you. So the story to this one is as follows. Angel, a former guerrilla rebel, is seeking a fresh start after turning in his arms and giving up his violent ways in exchange for amnesty. But after a victim from his former life kidnaps his daughter, Angel is given 72 hours to track down and murder the members of his former guerrilla unit. With time as his enemy and his loyalties put to the test, Angel soon finds himself on the brink. So the movie is set in Bogota, Colombia, and the Colombian government has issued an ultimatum for the guerrillas. Now, the guerrillas are, the people waging war against the government, which is making Colombia so violent. So the government comes up with a peace plan that if they hand in all their guns, they will be granted amnesty. They will not be prosecuted for their crimes, and that they can live amongst the people. So some of these guerrillas do this, and Angel is the main character, and he's one of them. So Angel has a wife, an ex-wife. He's actually split up from her, but he has a beautiful young daughter. So he wants to make a good life for his daughter, but he finds that his past is always getting in the way because he can't get a job. So if he thought that his past would affect him only in that way, he's got another thing coming, because one day he gets a death threat, basically saying he's a murderer, and it's painted in blood on his door. So he thinks, someone is after him. But then his daughter gets kidnapped, and Angel finds out that the person who kidnapped his daughter is holding her for ransom. Now, he was one of Angel's victims when Angel was a guerrilla. So he's one of the people that Angel kidnapped. So when he's trying to get a new life, the victim of his past, he comes up and he says that he's got his daughter, that he has 72 hours to track down the former guerrilla members who also took part in the kidnapping of this guy, and execute every single one of them. If 72 hours passes up and they're not dead, then he will kill his daughter. So Angel has to put his loyalties to the test and basically try and do whatever he can in order to keep his daughter alive. So time is against him, and whether or not Angel succeeds in what he is told to do, that's something you're going to have to find out for yourself, because that's as far as I am going with my synopsis. Now, my thoughts on the film. This is a really interesting film because I actually thought that the main character's plight was also a symbolizing for the country of Colombia. Now, this movie is all about repercussions from your past, and that sometimes even if you want a new start, the past can always haunt you and bring you back. So I felt that Angel, he used to be a guerrilla, he's trying to move on from that, but the past is always there. So it shows that, some things that we do in the past can be big, and that you just can't shrug it off and it will haunt you forever. So when I say it symbolizes the country of Colombia, Colombia has a very checkered past, and it really gets judged for that past. In particular, Pablo Escobar, the drug kingpin, who basically ran the country. So when it comes to Colombia, we think of Pablo Escobar, we think of the drug problem, we think of the guerrilla, the kidnappings and all that kind of stuff. So Colombia's history is forcing it from really trying to build a new life, and it's really having trouble staying away from it. And so Angel is having the exact same problem. His guerrilla life is always coming back to haunt him, and he's doing what he knows best. And that's basically what Colombia, not only the country, but also the cinema. The cinema, they use so many storylines concerning drugs, guerrillas, that they know what they're doing. Basically, they know what's best, and they know what's going to sell. So they go back into their old ways. So it was really interesting, and I actually thought that was the best aspect of the film, and it's an aspect that really isn't spoken about too much. So the idea of the past haunting you, as I said, it symbolized so much more than just the main character of Angel. So Angel was played very, very well. Edgar Ramirez, he's a Venezuelan actor. He's a very, very good actor, and he played the role of Angel very well. Very emotional sort of character, and I actually thought it brought a lot of sympathy for him. But it was kind of weird because he was a bad guy. He did really bad things in the past. So when bad things happened to him, it's kind of like he brought it on himself. So it was a really funny sort of feeling that you have, because you're torn in between feeling sorry for him and basically, feeling as though he deserves it. So the director did a really good job in portraying a very interesting character where you're not quite sure what to feel. The problem with the movie, however, is that I don't think the director has a very clear vision as about where this movie is going to go. He doesn't know whether it's going to be a drama, or anti-violence as far as Colombia is concerned, or if it's going to be a pro-violent thriller. So there are some aspects to it where it's deep and meaningful. I actually thought the monologue at the start was very, very hard-hitting. I thought it was very true, and I'm not going to give anything away, but I thought that really set the tone for the film, a very serious tone. And then you've got some shocking acts of violence, which is really hard-hitting, and it shows violence for what it is. But then on another hand, you've got some scenes that kind of glorify the violence. So it's kind of like, on one hand, the director's trying to show you the bad side of violence, and on the other hand, he's trying to show you the entertaining side of violence. So it's kind of like when the drama aspect, which is very good, as I said, very emotional sort of film, and it's very good on its own. But then when the drama combines with the action. Now, the action, it was done very well once again. Yeah, as far as drama and action is concerned, they're very, very good. But when they combine, it just doesn't somehow have any vision. It doesn't really, it doesn't combine as well as it probably should have. And another film that really reminds me of this is I Saw the Devil, a Korean film. And that blended it in very well because it was thrilling all the time. And it had the emotional scenes as the movie went along. But this movie kind of stop-starts. It kind of feels disjointed where you've got some drama and then some action. Then some drama and then some action. It's not action all the way through and drama on top. And that conflicting feeling of whether it's pro-violence or anti-violence, it kind of confused me a little bit. And I kind of felt that I didn't know what I should be feeling. Should I be feeling entertained, or should I be feeling as though the director is preaching something to me? So that kind of held the movie back a little bit for me. But having said that, it is a very good film. The cinematography is absolutely fantastic. Combines that with a haunting soundtrack, which really makes a depressing sort of film. And it's not a movie that's going to make you feel good. It doesn't, have stereotypical sort of scenes. Although, as I said, some of the action scenes are very reminiscent of a Hollywood action film. But the most of it, a lot of it is very nasty and in your face. But as I said, it's just that weird feeling where you've got that sort of glorifying violence, and on the other hand, you've got nasty violence that kind of hits each other, and it doesn't really blend in very well. Basically, as I said, the thrilling aspects were very well done. The choreography was very good. And I actually thought, some of the scenes of violence were very, very nasty. So if you're a fan of the more hard-hitting thriller dramas, then this one is definitely one for you. If you enjoyed I Saw the Devil, Korean film, then I would definitely say check this out. This is yet another very memorable film from Colombia. As I said, it's just that, conflicting sort of emotions that you have in the film. You don't quite know exactly how you should be feeling about it. Kind of lets it down a little bit, but having said that, it's certainly a movie that you could do a lot worse. So, all in all, a very good movie, but it does have its flaws. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Definitely one I would say check out if you're a fan of South American cinema. Alright guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later.